Hey everyone, this is a bit more background on the proposed lawsuit that will be filed by the City of Oakland against the Oakland Raiders of the National Football League regarding Las Vegas relocation. A lot of you are going to focus on what you think the City of Oakland is going to ask for. However, what you need to focus on are what the causes of actions are. In other words, what the city's argument will be that the Raiders did that was wrong. And very simply, they did not, the Raiders or the NFL, operate in good faith. There are a number of examples of this, but none more notable than when the Raiders told the City of Oakland that the city should wait from the period of January to April for the Raiders to hire a new stadium representative, stadium construction representative, which at that time was to be Larry McNeil, before the Raiders would sit down and finalize a new extended lease at the time. This was 2015 for the Coliseum. What they did instead was they had actually worked, 2016. They said, let's see how Los Angeles, the vote about Los Angeles is going to come out in Houston, which occurred January 16th of 2016 in Houston. If you recall, that did not go the way the Raiders wanted. However, unknown to all but a few and the Raiders were working, in fact, according to ESPN, had up to that point almost 3 years of secret meetings laying the groundwork to relocate to Las Vegas. This was not known to the City of Oakland. The city was led to believe the Raiders were going to work in good faith to build the stadium, but in point of fact, the Raiders had no intention of building a new stadium in Oakland. In addition, the Raiders not only exhibited such lack of good faith behavior once, they did it twice, allegedly. The other time was really the first time to this point, and that was when the issue of Carson, California came up. It was the initial idea of the stadium concept in Carson was presented by the National Football League primarily to be a kind of a stopgap. In other words, this is something we're going to do in case we can't get deals worked out for new stadiums in our home markets, San Diego and Oakland, right? But in point of fact, a Carson Stadium was something that the San Diego Chargers and Oakland Raiders were pursuing more earnestly than the Raiders, I can't speak for the Chargers, but then the Raiders were pursuing with respect to the City of Oakland and the County of Alameda. Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf had no idea and was assuming that the Raiders were working toward a stadium in Oakland. She had no inkling that the Raiders were doing anything with respect to Carson, and said so to me personally on the night of May 17th, 2015, and then later found out very quickly that she was wrong. I can go on, but the bottom line is there is a history of examples of the Raiders not acting in good faith with respect to the City of Oakland and the County of Alameda and the Joint Powers Authority, what we call the East Bay entities. So that set of problems will, to a great extent, frame the lawsuit. As to what they will ask for in terms of damages, that remains to be seen. This was communicated to me, the lawsuit would be filed by my friend Chris Dobbins, who is on the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum Joint Powers Authority Board on my Zenny 62 Live show, which Filata of the Las Vegas Review-Journal just a few moments ago. He ran into Oakland District 5 Councilmember Noel Gallo at the Warriors Watch Party, and Noel Gallo informed him that indeed the lawsuit was going to go forward. And on top of that, U.S. Congresswoman Barbara Lee is on board. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to Zenny 62 on YouTube.